What's up, the squad? It's Cess, your favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies. Welcome back to Cess Talk Sports, where the culture of hoops meets the truth every time. Shout out to everybody tapped in. Loyal fam, appreciate the support. And new fam, welcome. Hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell so you never miss a drop. Everybody, like, comment, share, and hype this video so I know you pull it up. Today, we dive into the commitment of Kelsi Andrews. And let me tell you straight up, this move right here is a dynasty play by Coach Dawn Staley. Y'all lock in because this one's going to be deep. Let's look at the big picture. Why Kelsi Andrews is different. When you talk about South Carolina women's basketball, you're talking dynasty, championships. They call it post player U. I call it any player U because you can get a wing, a guard, a post, a center, whatever you need. Don't make them, but they don't like to give her credit like that. But I digress. But the latest piece added to that puzzle, Kelsi Andrews, a 6'3", 6'4" forward center who brings that modern post game Dawn been evolving her system toward. She ain't just size, she's skilled. She can go back to the basket, hit that face-up jumper, protect the rim with authority. She ranked as high as 18 by Hoop Girls, as high as 21 by 24/7 Sports, and she was the number 2 center in the nation, as well as top 30 across the board. She's elite. But what makes this commitment historic is the story behind it. And trust me, it's about way more than basketball. The commitment narrative. It was loyalty over everything for this one. Plenty of programs came after Kelsi. LSU, Auburn, Virginia, Mississippi State. But when it came time to choose, she stood at IMG Academy and told the world, South Carolina. The reason is simple. This program ain't just recruiting athletes, it's building family. Assistant coach Jolette Law spotted her all the way back in 7th grade. That's nearly a decade of consistency. South Carolina didn't just show up when she got ranked. They've been in her corner since day one. And when adversity hit, that's when the Gamecocks showed her true colors. Kelsi tore her right ACL in 2022, then her left in 2023. 2 devastating injuries back-to-back. A lot of programs quietly backed away. South Carolina leaned in harder, stayed loyal. Through it all, Kelsi said it herself, Coach Staley never left my side. That's where the trust was built. And it's deeper than basketball because Dawn knows that pain herself. She had 8 knee surgeries in her playing days. She knows the physical grind, the emotional battle, the doubt that creeps in. So when Dawn tells Kelsi, I've been there, I know what you're going through and I got you, it's not just a line, it's a lived experience. That's why they call it Dawn's daycare. It's culture, it's loyalty, it's family. And that's what tipped the scales. Now let's talk about pedigree and pipeline. Because listen, this kid's built for this. Hooping runs in her blood. Her mom, Jamila Johns, was 6'4" and played at both LSU and Alabama, leading the Tide in rebounding her senior year. Her dad, Carlos, suited up for Alabama football. That's a household built on size, athleticism, and competitiveness. And the AAU ties just locking in deeper. Kelsi ran with FBC United, the same program that sent Camila Cardoso, Raven Johnson, and Joyce Edwards straight into Columbia. That's pipeline. She's not just entering a program, she's stepping into a system already built for her DNA. Now let's look at her pre-college grind, from Alabama to IMG to USA Gold. At Auburn High School, before the injuries, she was already proving why she's elite. 10.4 points, 9.1 rebounds, and 3.3 blocks per game. That block number, best in Alabama 7A and top 171 in the nation. Already elite rim protection. She then transferred to IMG Academy, one of the toughest prep programs in the country, and she showed she could ball on the national stage. At Chipotle Nationals against Mount Verde, she dropped a double-double. 12 points, 13 rebounds, and 2 blocks in a clutch win. And then came the international stage. With USA Basketball, she grabbed 2 gold medals. One at the 2023 FIBA U16 Americas. She averaged 6 points, 6.5 rebounds, and led the team in blocks at 1.7 a game. At the 2024 FIBA U17 World Cup, she returned post-injury and still contributed, proving she can handle the highest level of competition under pressure. That resume screams resilience. She didn't just survive the setbacks, she thrived after them. Now let's look at the scouting report. Kelsi is the definition of a modern post player. At 6'4", she can lock down the paint like a true center, but still step out and play as a stretch forward. She's got soft hands, polished footwork, and can knock down a mid-range jumper. Defensively, her timing makes her a shot-blocking force. Coach Staley called her game effortless and perfect. That's high praise. For long-time Gamecock fans, think Elam Ebiam, but with more versatility, more face-up action, more mobility. That's a dangerous weapon in today's SEC. Now let's look at how she complements the squad, her roster fit. By the time Kelsi gets to Columbia in 2026, the roster will have turned over in big ways. Medina Okot, Chloe Kitts, and Miriam Dowda will all be gone, leaving gaps in the front court rotation. And that's where Andrews comes in. When Okot graduates, the Gamecocks lose a 6'6" defensive wall in the middle. Andrews steps in as the next interior anchor, carrying on this post-player U tradition of rim protection and rebounding with a Del top. When Kitts moves on, her stretch four scoring and versatility will be missed. But Andrews brings that same skill set, only bigger. She can post up and also step out to punish defenses with her jumper. And when Dowda leaves, her size and defensive versatility leave another hole. Kelsi's length and mobility fill that gap seamlessly. Now here's where it gets fun. Pairing Kelsi with Joyce Edwards in her junior year creates a championship-ready front court. Joyce brings chaos, energy, slashing boards. Kelsi balances it with control, rim protection, spacing, poise. Together, that's the perfect yin and yang. Then there's Adele Tot, Deli, 6'5", and developing fast. By the time Kelsi arrives, she'll be a junior too, ready to be a major factor in the SEC and beyond. But Tack and Kelsi on the floor together, and you got a Twin Towers front court. Tack is the rim running energy. Kelsi is the anchor who can stretch you out. Defensively, 2 rim protectors shut down the paint. And don't forget Ashlyn Watkins, who will be returning for her senior year after that tough injury. Her highlight level athleticism, rebound, and even dunking ability matched with her front facing game, and add another layer to this mix. Imagine Watkins flying around the rim while Andrews spaces the defense. No SEC squad has an answer for that combo. Now let's break down the guards and wings who will actually share that court with Kelsi. Tessa Johnson, the shooting guard. Y'all know, Trench Baby Tess. By 2026, Tessa will be a proven bucket getter. Her perimeter scoring forces defenses to extend, and that opens the paint for Andrews. The two complement each other perfectly. If defenses collapse on Kelsi, Tessa's there to torch them from deep. If they overplay Tessa, Kelsi feasts inside. Together, they keep defenses guessing. Maddie McDaniel, the floor general. Maddie will be the quarterback of the offense, and her quickness and vision make her the ideal partner for a post like Andrews. Pick and roll action between the two will be deadly. McDaniel thrives with a big who can both roll hard to the rim and pop out for mid-range jumpers, and that's exactly what Kelsi brings. Their chemistry will keep South Carolina's offense unpredictable and efficient. Isla McDowell, the athletic wing. Isla, part of the 2025 class, is a slasher with length and athleticism. With Andrews stretching the floor, Isla's driving lanes get wide open. Defenses won't be able to clog the paint, which means Isla can attack and finish at the rim with ease. Kelsi's presence elevates Isla's game by forcing defenses to make impossible choices. Then we got Agot McCure, the Gotti with the shotty, the energy forward. Agot, another member of the 2025 class, brings energy and length. She's relentless on the glass and active on defense. Playing alongside Kelsi gives her freedom. While Andrews anchors the interior and spaces the floor, Gotti with the shotty can fly around, rebound, and defend multiple positions. Together, they create a front line that overwhelms opponents with power and chaos. Now, I've been hearing people talk about a red shirt chess move that we can make because of her ACL history. I haven't heard anything official, but that it was a possibility. South Carolina may choose to redshirt Andrews her freshman year, and that's not weakness, that's strategy. Giving her a full year to train, rehab, and adjust means she'll enter fully healthy and synced up with Edwards, Tock, and that young guard core. That's a dynasty move, not a delay. Long-term impact, dynasty insurance policy. Listen, this commitment is about more than one player. It's about showing South Carolina still owns the recruiting lane. Landing Andrews early as a cornerstone of the 2026 class sends a message. Post-player U, as they call it, isn't slowing down. It's reloading. Dawn isn't just coaching for this season or next. She's building an era. So let's call it plain. Kelsi Andrews is proof of the South Carolina culture. When other schools saw risk, Dawn saw resilience. When others pulled back, Dawn leaned in. And that loyalty sealed the deal. Whether she hits the court immediately or red shirts to fully reload, when Kelsi Andrews is ready, she's going to be a problem. In this dynasty, it's not slowing down. It's just adding another chapter. All right, fam. Drop your thoughts below. Is Kelsi Andrews the next pillar of post-player U? Do you see her as a day one contributor or a red shirt weapon waiting to explode? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and share this video with somebody who loves the game. Catch y'all next time on Cess Talk Sports, where we're always shining light on future legends and dynasty builders. Keep hooping, stay tuned, talk soon, y'all. I'm out.